I'm back. Sorry, everybody. That was weird. I don't know why that happened. All right. Okay, let's figure this one out. Um, Yay, Heather's back. Thank you, thank you. That was so weird. I really just don't know what happened. It just went bloop and nobody was there. I think we're going to do this one. I have some. Hi, Judy. Yay. Thank you. Hi, Polly. Yay. Thank you. Um, so this was the first card we did. Judy, I don't know if you saw. And it was just with that leftover piece I had from embellishments on the 11th. And then we stamped Have a Perfectly Lovely Day in crushed curry on crushed curry. No, in Moody Mauve on crushed curry. And then I just inked around the edges with crushed curry. And that's the inside, just blank. Okay. So next up, put this under here. I think we'll do this one, and I have cat hair and everything. Hi, Fran, yay, and Samira, yay, yay, I'm so happy. Thank you guys for being here with me today. So instead of making more colored card bases, I have some pre-made Very Vanilla, and probably out of Very Vanilla Thick, which Stampin' Up! I don't think sells anymore. They sell the regular, but not the thick. And I don't think they sell the Very Vanilla envelopes. Funny thing is, I have a bunch of Very Vanilla envelopes, but I don't have any more white ones. Yeah, I'm back. I really need to make all these cards. So this time, let me see if there's a piece of that paper from the Splendid Autumn that I can put behind there. Otherwise, I do have some crushed curry, or I have wild wheat handy, and I have what else? Old olive handy, and cherry cobbler handy. But I think I'll use. I don't know if I'll use cherry cobbler. That might be too much. Cherry cobbler might look good. Anyway, let's just pull out the paper and see what other back or front we could use. This is actually from this piece, and that's my last piece of that. I think that might clash, but that might be too much. Let's see what other colors I could use. Maybe. This is the wild wheat. I had to be careful not to bump my laptop because I think that's what happened, and I could see the chat. I don't like that. But I couldn't see my desk on the camera or anything. Possibility. I don't know. Ooh, what color is that? This, I think, is Cajun Craze. I think I will use that, but I think I will cut it maybe with the deckled rectangles again, but I think I will run it through an embossing folder too. Like a leaf embossing folder. So let's just go ahead and cut it first. It almost looks like a cinnamon color, but I don't think there's copper clay in here. Let me see. One thing I do love about Stampin' Up! Is all their different colors. Now, because they acquired, who was it, Close to My Heart or something, they're bringing in the two-tone white core papers, but I like the solid core better for card making anyway. But two-tone is good too because you have one color on one side and a little bit different color of a different shade of the same color on the other side or something. I don't know. I haven't bought any of it because I'm not buying 12 by 12 cardstock. I don't scrapbook. Cajun Craze. Yeah, it's Cajun Craze. Pumpkin pie. Yeah, okay. I think I'm gonna do that. Maybe if I can find a yellow or pumpkin pie ribbon to go with it, because I have yellow dots on here. I'm sure I have some bumblebee ribbon. I already have a cinnamon, so that's good. All right. I am so out of room here. It's ridiculous. So you've been having a good week so far? Tell me what you guys are doing. Are you crafting along with me? Making any cards? Making anything else fun? So Thursday, I'm debating whether to come live again. Um, because I want to work in my Junkie Junk Journal, the one I've been using the Kirby Teasdale paper for, and some of the things I kept from the hashtag pink ribbon, I kept to go in that. I think that'll work. What do you think? You made some Christmas tag. I haven't even started on Christmas yet. No crafting working. Oh, sorry. Cricut. See, I don't even have a Cricut. Yes, these are called, I don't know if they still have them. They did for a while. You'd have to check. They are called the deckled rectangle dies, and their number is, they were from 2223, but I wrote that they um, were still available online as of May 24th this year, so I don't know if they still are. The number on them is 159173 if you are interested, and they also have deckled circles, and I use both of these all the time. They're like a go-to for me. I just look, they have that little bit of torn look without tearing. Um, and the number on the circles is 162286. And same thing, they were available online only as of May. So I don't know whether they still are. All right, I'm looking for, well, we have a couple options. We could do something like this natural stuff, or have this, what is this color? This is a retired color, cinnamon cider. Oh, look, I have a loose piece. Ha ha. Wouldn't that be ideal? That's it's not the same as Cajun Craze, but I think it's too close to it though. Jean, welcome back. Yay. Thank you, Fran. Thank you, thank you. I really appreciate it. You guys are the best. I mean it. You really are. You're my sanity these days, to be honest with you. I think we're going to go with Bumblebee. Oh, wait, 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 wait. Hang on. Ugh, I have an extra. Oh, shoot. I can't get the drawer open. Ah, I'm telling you, I am out of room. I have extra Bumblebee that. In fact, I have two of them. What color is this? Oh, or I have copper trim. That might be pretty too. All right, that's enough. I didn't even know I had copper. All right. Yellow, shiny copper. Let's look at the copper. Didn't even know I had it. I have enough ribbon to last me, I don't know if I'll say my lifetime, but quite a while. I think I like the copper actually, and I think I'm going to do like a crisscrossy thing. So I am gonna find the tape runner. I really don't like these tape runners. I shouldn't say that, but I don't. Just anyway, I used to have that big monster of a one. I think it's, I don't even remember who it's by. Um, and I got rid of it because it was too bulky for me. And then I did that wrong. Oh, good. Yeah, I have pulled out some things to use for embellishments on the 11th. It's good you're getting a head start. I need to do better about that too. All right, I'm putting way too much on this and I'm gonna have to be really careful. So what I'm gonna do is start in the middle and tack that down. And I'm actually gonna bring in this silicone mat because, except everything's sticking to my fingers because they're sticky. Hi, Callie. Callie just came up. I will not put her up on the desk because she has been pulling her fur out. The poor thing. Hello. I know. Mommy's here. It's all right. Go sit on the other chair, Callie. What was I saying? I don't know. Oh, she's been pulling her fur out, so I don't want her on the desk because it'll get all over the place. So now we're going to go one direction, not as in the band. Put that back down because it's sticking to me. Now we're going to go up. And then it's too tight. It's curling, Deb. Sorry, kind of a hot mess because it's sticking to me. Sorry. Had to do it kind of loosely, but not too loose because you don't want it flopping around. But you don't want it curling like that either. And I don't really know how much I need, so that's why I'm not cutting it off the thing. And I put way too much glue on the back, but like that. Something like that. So now I'll cut it off because I have an idea. Hi, Linda B. Thank you. I hope you're feeling better. Yeah, right, Judy? Me too. I try to use them on every card. Not everybody uses ribbon on cards, but I like it as long as it's not too bulky. Anyway, let me tack that down and just see how it looks. And then I might have to squish it over that way. Where's my piece? Here. So that'll go on there like that. I like that. What do you think? I'll bump this up. I think that'll be cool. It gives it a little sparkle and it kind of brings in the fall colors. But I think that copper really goes good with I think that's supposed to be Cajun Craze color, which is this color. Let's see how close that is. I don't know. That doesn't really look like Cajun Craze. I'm not sure. All right, let's carefully add glue to the back to this. Bye, Fran. Okay, yeah, that's on my to-do list too. I need a haircut. Callie says meow. I don't know if you can hear her, and she's meowing at me like, "What are you doing, Mom? Are you talking to me?" She's probably hungry again, but I gave her special treat at lunchtime and she got sick on it. So she's not getting any more right now. And I instructed my son not to give her anything before he left. And I just topped her dry food up before I came up here. So she's not lacking in food. So not everybody makes cards, and that's okay. But just if you're not used to making cards, think of cards like bigger ATCs, and you can do whatever you want on them. Plus, you can send them, and you can send your ATCs out in them. So, this is my last fall project, actually, and then like I said, I have 3 or 4 sets out that I want to start making some Christmas cards, holiday cards, and then winter, and I haven't forgotten Eugene about winter. I mean, before I push that down real hard, yeah. I have been known to sometimes, put that on and then find out it opens the other way. Yeah. And this one, I don't think I will put another piece in here because that's pretty light, but I do want to put um, this strip again in here, and I'll put it right along the edge there, this part, and just to give it a little something, you know, and use up scrap. And I don't usually save the strips that are this skinny, but I'll save this piece because I can either use that or that on a card or something, or in collage, which heaven forbid I should actually get to collaging. Look, that side's pretty too. That's the sky from the other part. Oh, last week I think I took a picture and put it in on my Facebook page of the sky. I went out. I think it was Friday or Sunday. I don't know. I went out to put trash in the trash bin. I think it was Friday, and the sun had already risen, but had just risen, and the sky was just beautiful. So I took 2 pictures of that, and then from Wednesday morning, Tuesday or Wednesday morning, I had to go somewhere in the morning, and there was frost all over my windshield. So while it was defrosting, I took a picture from inside the car of a corner of the windshield that had, like, you know how frost on your windshield, it makes the coolest little snowflakey design kind of things? Anyway, I took a picture of that too, and a tree that was beautiful 2 weeks ago across the street. There's a university from me, and I walk over there. Anyway, there is card number 2. Pretty easy, but different than the first one, which was this. And I think they're both pretty. All right, card number 3. And we're winging it here, guys, if you missed that. Let's should we do one with a sentiment or one without a sentiment next? I'm dropping stuff. I'm dropping stuff. And we didn't do any splatter yet. Let's do this one and maybe I'll splatter the background. And this one actually has some stuff on it, sparkly already. Oops, it goes like this. It's like, why is that ribbon upside down? You know what? I forgot to emboss that paper behind there, didn't I? I was going to emboss this with leaves. Oops. You can do it on the next one. I don't know when I'm gonna get my hair cut. My calendar's full this week. I guess I'm gonna have to do it, like, on Monday? I don't know. Okay, let's do this one. Actually, let's do cherry cobbler. I'm kinda in the mood for cherry cobbler, and for that I'm actually in the mood for it in the, true sense, too. So for this one, I think I'm gonna do it the same direction. I don't know, I'm in a mood to do that direction. Ooh, wait a minute. Looky, look, I have a cherry cobbler card. How about we use the cherry cobbler background and I put a piece of, if I have a piece of something else behind it. uh, nope, it's a card base. I don't know if I have any pre-cut very vanilla. Eh. All right, so what we're gonna do, maybe, oh, did I use up all the white? I have a small white piece, smaller. That's too stark, but we can color this. We can emboss it and color it, but that's already embossed. So I don't know if I like that idea. Hang on, let's look at the papers in here. Yeah, getting my hair cut wouldn't work for making me beautiful, but it would make me look a little better at least. See, this is the paper that that was from. I have a thing against about using the last piece of paper. I don't know what it is. And then we could, maybe I could just cut this down smaller, ink around the edges, and then yeah, splatter it and ink around the edges, and just have it on that background. I think I'll do that. Let me see if there's any other piece that has cherry cobbler in it. Uh, oh, yes, there is. And I think I have two of these. Let's use this one. Isn't that funny? I'm so weird. Okay, that looks like a plan. I'm going to cut this. I'm just going to pencil mark it. About a 1/4 inch roughly over. And let me cut it with the trimmer. And let me cut this with the trimmer. Okay. I used to always have my hair long, and then I started cutting it to right around shoulder length, and I like that better at my age anyway. All right, so this, we want that part mostly, and that'll be 4 inches. No, no, Deb, the card opens. Oh yeah, this one's an upright card. Oh, phew. All right, so 4 inches wide this way. Card is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, and then 5 1/4. That'll leave a 1/4 inch border at the top. Oh, look, cherry cobbler on the other side. We can use that on the inside. So that'll go like that. We're going to do something with this, and then this will go on here. And then maybe we'll just have a sentiment strip down here to hide those tree trunks a little bit. All right. So, first of all, let's corner around this, 'cause I don't like the sharp corners there. I have this corner rounder. It works most of the time. I have another one that worked really good. It doesn't work so good on thin paper. It works better on cardstock like this. But the Stampin' Up! Colored cardstock, I think, is around 80 pound, and it has more of a fuzzy texture when you cut it. I can't explain it. I guess because it's colored to the core, the core is colored. And I have one heck of a time cutting it down. All right, I want to splatter this or something. And you know what? I happen to have cherry cobbler ink. Ah, right here. Ah. And I happen to have a water brush here with some water in, because I used it for something the other day. And you're not supposed to store them with water in, by the way. Look, splatters. Right. This is not going to protect it enough, so we have to do this. I'm going to get a little block and just squirt a little bit of ink out. Another reason to have ink refills. This stuff is really strong. And it needs to be to refill an ink pad. And we can do a combination of that and some of the champagne. This is how I craft. I have no idea what I'm doing to start with, and then stuff just evolves. All right, so now we're just going to hopefully tap. And I don't know which white cardstock this is. I have about 3 or 4 different ones cut right now. Sorry. It is not Stampin' Up! White. Uh, it might be Michael's 110 pound or 80 pound. I'm not sure. If this didn't have stuff on the other side of this junk paper, we'd have the start of a painty paper. But whenever I mess up copying something or whatever, I just use the back of it, stick it under my desk here, and there's a little tray I keep stuff on. All right, let's also spray it with a little bit. Look at all that ink I still have left. I really had too big of a drop on there. And hopefully this still sprays. I'm going to hold it back a little bit. Yep. Now it looks clear, but it'll add some shimmer. It just ran down my thumb. Must have a little bit of a clog in it. I can start to see it shimmer. I don't know if you can or not. Probably not. Just looks wet to you guys right now. Sorry. The gold would show up more and the silver also, but this is more, it's champagne. I mean, and that's the only kind of champagne I ever have. You do that too? Spritz with the ink refills? I'm going to leave that sit for a little while because maybe we'll have another card we can use it on. Yeah, like maybe either one of those, I could use it, right? So that is drying. And we already have a ribbon on here, which is terry cobbler color. So let me let that there and I'll glue this down a while. So after this live goes up, in the comments, tell me which card from today is your favorite. And you never know. You might get it in the mail, although some of you, I'd need your address. No saving the copy. Oh, okay. Okay. Got it. I don't know if you're going to be able to see the shimmer. It just is going to show wet, but it's shimmery. No, you can't really see it. Oh, drat. Oh, well. Still a little bit wet. I don't feel like doing that. And then this one already has shimmer on too. And I forget I think that might be the same champagne, but I think I took like a water brush and dipped it in and then rubbed it on the raised parts of an embossing. So I think I'm going to glue this onto here and bump the whole thing up. Let me see. No, I'm going to glue this one down and then raise this one up. Ah, well, I'm not an expert, but I just had a couple years of few years of practice. And I still watch other people, like mixed media people and stuff. So let me see. I guess I want that. Yeah, we were going to put it up here so that I can put a sentiment at the bottom. Think, Deb, think. Um, I don't want to touch that with my fingers and smudge it. So I'm going to use some toweling. And then let's put some dimensionals on this. What, Callie? What? It's all right. It's all right. I know, Mommy's talking. It's okay. You go down and play with your toys, haha. She really doesn't play much anymore. Hi, Kelly. Thank you. Oh, would you like to come over and wash my dishes? I was so tired last night. I didn't even cook dinner. I texted my son and said, "You're on your own." But now tonight I have to cook because I thawed out chicken tenders, and so we're having chicken tenders, possibly breaded in pork rinds because they are not starch, and with quinoa, probably with parsley in it or something, and seasonings, and zucchini. And I think I'm just gonna simmer the zucchini. I love it in the air fryer too, but I don't know if I feel like dirty in the air fryer tonight because I already have pans to wash. Uh, Is the sound okay, by the way? I didn't even think to ask. Okay. Now we have to pick a sentiment, which has to be a longish one. And we'll put it on white. So where's that stamp set? May the beauty of the season fill your heart with joy. I like that one. Let's do that one. May the beauty of the season fill your heart with joy. I did not use that before. So I guess we're going to get another lesson in how to put a sticker on the back of a stamp. Because Stampin' Up! Doesn't do it for you. They give you the, well, photopolymer, it doesn't matter, but the red rubber, um, well, actually it's white rubber, red rubber on foam, I guess is what it is. I think they used to be more solid red rubber. Anyway, I digress. Is this the right one? Maybe, yeah, May the beauty of the season. So you peel this thing off, and then you find your sticker, which is this one, and you put it on your block. It has to be a block that it fits on all the way. And then it has a little seam. This is why my nails always break. You really like that one? Thank you, Jean. Oh, zucchini casserole. I love zucchini too. It's one of my favorites. Broccoli and zucchini and cauliflower in every which form I can take it. Somebody said they were, oh no, don't do it like I just did. Make sure you have it in the right position. Luckily it pulled up, but it pulled up some of the white. And then I have to stand up because sometimes I get the edge of the strip like above it or below it and my thing is dirty, but I got it pretty good. I can't see the clear around it. Now it's ready to use and it should peel off your block like that. Okay, I need a piece of white strip of paper wide enough to fit that. Let me see if I have a scrap. I do, I have a scrap. I saved my white scraps, by the way. It might not be exactly the same white as that, but it's okay. And we inked the cherry cobbler, so let's see if it'll work. Oh, yay. Oh, you're allergic to it. Yeah, somebody else said they were too. Maybe it was left-handed crafter, maybe, I think. See, some of it did absorb, but that center is still kind of weird. I'm going to actually test it before we stamp with it. Now, if you have photopolymer stamps, you should put like a foamy mat, like this kind of thing, or a mouse pad or something under it at least the first time or two. And I always, the first time I use any stamp, I like to stamp it, especially the red rubber. I don't know if you can see it, but I got some ink around the edge because there's a lot of rubber there, which basically means do not rock it. You can wipe it off around the edge if you want, but if you should be okay as long as you don't rock the stamp. Now see, I got some on the edge of the block though, and I will take that off because that'll end up on my card somewhere. Mm, I like most vegetables. I'm gonna go over to the center a little bit. Oh, that's terrible. Look how crooked that is. Ugh. I am so bad at lining things up. And you know, I'm pretty sure I bought a stamp liner upper thingy from somewhere. Simon Says Stamp or somewhere. Or Altenew. I can't remember where I got it. Which direction was I leaning? The May was down. Okay. So overcompensate a little this way. That's better. We'll go with it. Things a little wonky, but I'm going with it. I'm just so happy to have you all here with me. I really am. You mean the world to me. Okay, and as for cleaning them, you can use baby wipes if you want to, but I have a Stampin' Up! Chamois. This is an old one I've had from Lawn Fawn. It is dry, and I need to wash it, but I'm just going to spray it with a little water and clean my stamps, especially with the red, because right away because the red will this is an old, Pringles snack thing. I just keep it in there. It's open, it dries out, but it doesn't get moldy that way. And let's do this one too. Squeak, squeak, squeak. So, and you can buy, like Amazon has Swedish dishcloths that do the same thing, and you can buy like a pack of 12, and they're prettier, but they're going to get messy anyway. So get whatever works for you. And like I said, you can use baby wipes, but the problem with them is they leave little dusty particles sometimes. Now, I need to cut this about here, and then I think I'm just gonna, instead of backing it on other card, I'm gonna flag the sides and then um, go around the edges. Okay, trimmer first. I need to take about an inch off. Does that look right? No, a little more. Inch and a quarter off. Does that look even? Yeah. It does to my eyes. I don't know. Delish recipe on your program. Cauliflower dressing stuffing. Oh, that sounds yummy. I'm coming to your house. No. I'm going to my daughter's, which was a late decision. I actually have to trim this down just a little bit this way. This way. Just about maybe an eighth of an inch. Which this trimmer is not the best for, but I think I did okay. I'm going to trim an eighth of an inch off both sides of it. And hopefully it'll still be even. It's skinnier, so it doesn't quite take up as much room on the bottom. And then we'll do this one on both sides. No, yes, yes. And this is going to fly, so I'll put my hand over it, and then we'll turn it around and do the same thing on the other side. That'll go like that. And now I need to ink around the edge. You know what I'm gonna do? I think I have the cherry cobbler. These I'm using until they're all dried up, but I still have a cherry cobbler one. I'm gonna use any kind of brush dye base ink marker. And you can use alcohol marker to do this too, but you'll get some bleed onto the front end back of your card. These just go around the edge. I could have maybe used a different color. Why does that look like double to me? I don't know. Because it has a little ridge there or something. There. Getting a little bleed there too. Okay. Don't know why it's doing that. Maybe my brush end is getting dry. Yeah, it's leaving me little fuzzies. You probably can't see, but I can. Awesome. Yeah, I'd love it. Well, they're having regular stuffing at my daughter's, but I could take it because the only thing I'm in charge of is roasted, diced sweet potatoes on a baking sheet. And I've never made them before that my daughter has, but I'll find a recipe for that too. And I shouldn't even have them, but that's what I'm in charge of. Because she's got other people bringing stuff like salad and she's making broccoli, so. Because her family, see, my hand was smudgy. Whoever gets this might have a little smudgy there. I'm going to bump that up too. I'd love to have it. Any healthy eating, low carb recipes that any of you have, I'm open for. I do make zucchini, either just in slices with a little bit of olive oil spray on and some salt and pepper, just a little bit of salt because I don't do too much salt either, in the air fryer. But you can do them on a baking sheet too. And I have made zucchini fries with almond flour and pork rinds. Okay, let me see if I have any more of those cherry cobbler dots. I do. Look at that. We won't even talk about what my room looks like right now. We won't. Ah, it's terrible. So instead of spraying this, we're just going to spray it with some little dots that way. And that is that card, except I don't have any more inside pieces cut, so I have to leave it at that, and I will come back and I'll probably just use a little piece of this paper, probably the long piece, which way, this way. A little bit that has that color on it. I'll stick that in there. Or, yeah, I'll probably do that. Let me put both of them in there just in case. So that'll be card 3. Anybody able to stick around a little longer? I know it's 3:30. That's okay, Judy. It's all right. I used to collect cookbooks, but all kinds, and I narrowed it down. I have like one shelf of cookbooks now, but I still have a bunch of old-fashioned recipes from my mom and stuff, but half of them, two-thirds of them, three-quarter of them, I can't eat anymore. So, anywho, okay, let's just do one more. I'll let you guys pick which one should I do next, and then that'll be our final card for today because it's getting late. I mean, I can go till 4. Okay, thanks, Polly. So, what's your preference, guys? Doing this one, which I need to tack that down, or this one? The one with the sentiment or the one without? The perfectly. One vote for perfectly. I'm just getting a glue dot with this pokey tool because this ribbon is tacked down, but this piece here on top is loose. And I just stick a glue dot under there to hold it in place, hopefully. There. And be careful with your pokey tools. With sentiment. Okay, 2 for with sentiment. I'm going to go with it. This one will wait. This one I'll probably do similar to the one we just did in the cherry cobbler, but with uh, probably with crushed curry and very vanilla. Because there's like or basic beige, if I can find a basic beige, because of the tree stump. This has tree stump too, though. So this one um, I stamped the background with this wheat stuff in crushed curry. This is crushed curry. This, I think, is early espresso. And this is stamped in early espresso, this thing, but colored in with crumb cake and I think dark crumb cake and splattered with Dina Wakley gloss spray, but that's black. And then this is just some burlappy stuff I pulled apart. All right, so I do have a piece of crushed curry and I have some card bases. And since this is sort of long, let's make this a long one. I don't have any regular card bases, do I? Or do I? These all seem to be the ones that open on the top or side. Oh, wait, maybe I do. I found one. Never mind. We'll do a regular kind of open this way one. But we'll use crushed curry since I have a piece here. And we will emboss that, dry emboss that, and splatter it. All right, so let me cut that down to 4. 4. Actually, basic beige or crumb cake would be better with this. Oh, ooh, no, I don't think that's basic beige. I think no. I don't have any here. I try to pre-cut some cardstock so that I don't have to do it very often. But I was thinking this is basic beige, and I think that would be good with it. But we'll use crushed curry. All right, so now I have embossing folders somewhere. Here we go. I have textured, tasteful textile. I have this one, which is splatters from the Stripes and Splatters. And I have subtle. And I have a leaf one somewhere. I have several leaf ones. I have the Spellbinders all over falling leaves, and I have, this is also Spellbinders. It is called Scattered Fall. But it has more stemmy looking things and leaves and flowers. You can hardly see it. It looks like that. I don't. I don't have a card swap club. I usually just try and send them every now and then, but I'm not very good about that, and I'm trying to get better. So yeah, I don't know if I want to commit to a club kind of thing. I think I'm going to use this because it's the right size and it'll give us leaves in the background, and we have leaves on here. And then we'll splatter it with that red because I have it out. And that's how I roll. So this is Spellbinders. Now you could put ink on here. I always get mixed up which side. Probably this side. And then it would put ink. It would do like this one. I did it with this one and with the splatters one, and it put the ink down in the recessed part, and the other part is up. I don't know if you can tell that it's darker in the background, and that's how I did that. But I think I'd rather just use the ink and splatter. But I don't want that line up there. Yeah, I actually have a Facebook group too, but I haven't posted in it in forever. I kind of got off Facebook for a year now or so. I go on every now and then just to check on family and close friends and stuff. All right, I am going to run this through the machine. Now, I have a Stampin' Up! Platform. This doesn't say 3D, but this is thick, almost like Stampin' Up's 3Ds, but it won't just use the 3D folder, so I have to use this skinny plate on my platform and the regular plate, and not the bottom plate though, and it seems to do okay, I think, if I remember correctly. Yes, you don't want it to have a whole lot of tension. um, I mean, you don't want to like break your machine doing it, so you kind of have to find the right platform. And for a long time I was just using pieces of extra cardboard out of old paper pumpkin kits. So there is what it looks like. Pretty. Definitely needs some splatter though, I think. So we're going to do it. uh, oh, that's good. That's good. Yeah, Christmas, I can't commit to anything else before Christmas. I have a couple happy mails I want to get out soon that I'm late with, and I already have my coloring stuff going on. And my regular collabs, and I don't think I can handle any more than that in December this year. So, and Martha's coming out with another new coloring book, she said. Like, I'm thinking it's probably going to be a holiday one since it's coming out, she said, before the Christmas season. I don't know for sure. This would be pretty if I splattered some pumpkin pie or something with it too. What colors do I have in that thing? Maybe not. Oh, good. I used cherry cobbler. No, I didn't. I used Cajun Craze. Maybe Cajun Craze. I'll see if I have the regular marker. Maybe we can splatter some Cajun Craze on too. Yeah, Martha Makes Art just put out a teddy bear coloring book. It's on Amazon, and it's just called Teddy Bears. It's one of the bold and easy because she likes that kind. But I think she said, I know she said she's coming out with another book, and I'm pretty sure she said before the holiday season gets in full gear. But she didn't really say whether it was a Christmas one or some other topic. I have a Cajun Craze dye-based marker. Let's see if it's juicy enough to flick. Let's flick it. Oh, bring my other piece of paper back. A different piece. All right, so on how this works, and you will eventually ruin, I got splatter over there. You will eventually ruin your markers, so use ones you don't care about that might be old. All you do is take a brush end and the cap and flick, and see, it's going on. I don't use this color very often as in markers, so there we go. I think that's enough. And then I just go like this and get some of that extra off the edge of the ink, or you can put a little piece of paper towel in there if you want to. Also, if you can't store these horizontally, because I don't have these stored horizontally, store them with your brush end down, because if you have the Stampin' Up! Ones anyway, the writing end isn't worth a whole lot to me. I don't think so. I don't know that they ever, well, I only started in 2018 and stopped in 2022. They never had flocking while I was there. They did have like glitter snow glitter and some other stuff though. But not that I'm aware of, unless it's back again or something. But I have a bunch of flocking, and I also have some flocked paper, and I always forget about it. So do the leaves go that way, or they're supposed to be falling leaves, so I think it's supposed to go that way. Why does that look? Oh, you know what happened? It's stretched out in the no, I must have cut it wrong. That's okay. I kind of like, no, I'm going to cut it down a quarter of an inch. I'll cut it off here. I didn't cut it right, I think. Oh, look, I got stuff all over that. Hmm. Hmm. Sometimes when you emboss paper, it does stretch it, but it shouldn't have stretched it that much. So there we go. Make sure I have it opening on the correct side. Yes. And really, we don't have to do anything else but this, except I don't know if I like that. Now this one, oh, I could have it open this way. Okay. Where's that this stuff? I know oops, I already have this on there, but it's too much yellow together, so I need something to break it up. I don't love that either. Hang on. Oh, maybe this. These are just little sewing pins or something. I got it, I think Joann's years ago, maybe AC Moore, I don't even know. Um, this is sort of an off-white, pretty thick ribbon with some texture. I think I like that the best. And then we'll bump this up. Okay, that's the decision I made. And you know what? I am not going to wrap that around because it's too thick. So I'm actually going to cut it a little shy of the width of the card. There we go. Kelly. Hi, Kelly. Okay, thank you for being here. Have a good evening. Yeah, I like the angle too, although I didn't get it perfectly in sync with one another. It's okay. Which way do I want it? I think I like it better that way. All right, let me glue this down. Get this stuff out of my way. Find my glue again, which I keep knocking over. Make sure my card's going in the right direction again. It's one thing I don't have to worry about is hubby coming home. It's funny, I do try and cook every day during the weekdays, not everything, not a big thing. Some middle of the week we usually have a leftover night, but that'll probably be Thursday or Friday this week. Anyway, I do try and cook, even though it's only me here at night, because then when my son comes home, he can just reheat leftovers and have a half decent meal. I figure it this way, he's working full time. I'm not. The least I can do is make a decent meal. Oops, decent meal for him. Ugh. That's just the way my brain works. If I was working, it should be. And last night, honestly, like I said, I texted him and said, "You're on your own for dinner tonight. I'm too tired." And he did. He actually found a can of corned beef hash, and I've been telling him he should make his own eggs for breakfast because they're easy. So he was all proud. He said, "I fried an egg to put on top of it." He can cook because he used to cook. Like, he used to find recipes and cook meals, but he just doesn't because I'm here to do it. Anyway, it's okay. We share this glue. Oh, this is Tombow Multi, the green one. I used to use also the clear one, and I know Paper Terrace uses the clear one. I don't like it for cards because it makes them crunchy to me. This is Stampin' Up! Stamp and Seal. Um, it's okay. It gets gummy. I don't personally love it. So, but any kind of, you could use tear and tape under there or Fabri-Tac under there too, because that's a thick ribbon. Unless you have a love-hate relationship with Fabri-Tac. I'm at the bottle's partway empty now, and it's giving me some headache. Okay, I should have paid more attention to where the ribbon would be versus the dots. I think that's where I'll put it. And that is our card. And I don't know that I'll put anything on the inside of this one unless I decide to stamp something at some point because I don't have any pattern paper except this little piece here um, on that. So what do you think? I'm not going to put any more dots on either. These are Cajun Craze. Some of this splatter, the darker color is Cajun Craze. I think that's it. So I have one more card, but I'll do that in my own time. So here is what we made today. This one, I don't have any room. This one, this was our first one. I think this was our second one, third one, and this one. I had to still do the inside of that one. So in the comments, once this goes up on my channel, the comments below the video, thank you, Samira. Thank you, Linda. Thank you, Polly. Um, to me, this is a good all-round glue. I just wish it was A, refillable, and B, because the clear one now you can get refills for. Um, I also have Aleene's what is this called? turbo tacky glue. It dries pretty fast, but it's really, really sticky to me. Some people love it. I'm eh, on the fence. So this is my favorite glue for making cards. And you can get it on Amazon if you get free shipping. I would do that. Stampin' Up! Also sells it, but they don't have free shipping. So, unless they have free shipping day, then it's about the same price as what Amazon is. So that is it. I think I will call it. Thank you, Jean. Glitter art glit oh, yeah, I do that too, but I put it in, these little bottles, and I don't prefer it for putting backgrounds and big things down. It might work with the ribbons, I'm not sure. It does work with some ribbon, but this one's a pretty thick ribbon. I'm not sure it would work with that. Um, but I love art glitter glue too. That is my favorite for smaller areas, for sure. I just don't love it for big card backs and stuff, mostly because it's expensive and I don't want to use that all up on the background. This is not real cheap either, but I think it's a little cheaper than art glitter glue. That's why I do that. And, plus I just have it in my head from being a demonstrator that this is the glue that Stampin' Up! Sold, but they do have it on Amazon now too. Okay, I'm gonna call it for now so I can cook dinner. I hope you all have an enjoyable evening. Is anybody else going live? Thank you, Linda. Thank you, Judy. Yeah, nice fall cards, and I will send them out. So, be sure to tell me in the comments below the video when it goes up, the part 2. Thank you, Jean. Which one is your favorite? And if more than one person wants the same one, well, tell me one, two, three, four. Which is the order of your favorite? One, two, three, and four. And then, so one, two, three, and four. And I will maybe have to do little mini drawings if same people want all the same card or something. So you might not get the favorite. Thank you, Samira. You too. You're welcome, Polly. Thank you for joining me. I'm just so happy. Thank you all for being here. And is anybody else going live this evening? Did anybody know? What's today? Tuesday. Anybody going live Tuesday evening? Because I can, after I cook, I can just watch somebody else's live and participate too. I'll check. I'll be on YouTube anyway, I'm sure, after I cook. So, all right, guys, I'm going to get off. Thank you very much. Bye for now. Have a great evening and rest of your week. Hugs, love, and peace. Okay, Jean, thank you. I'll be sure to check. Number 4 isn't the fave, that one. Okay. Thank you. Bye.